Hello, happy Friday. So, what is the definition of disease? Think about it. D-I-S-E-A-S-E. Hi, I'm Eileen. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm coming on live because I'm doing a challenge and I want to make these lives meaningful for you who's watching me. If you're watching me for the first time, feel free to hashtag live, or if you're watching me right now, hashtag hi. And if you're watching me on a replay, feel free to hashtag replay. So I'm on a challenge. I'm here to share learning and perhaps a story. And due to the nature of my work, I'm in the mindset coaching business that's based on universe laws. So I coach individuals based on universe laws. Why? Because universe laws are evergreen. So once you learned it, you just get better and better at it. So as I was saying, what's your definition of disease? And I'm not talking about going to a dictionary, online dictionary, and check disease. I know disease means illness, right? But I wanted to tap onto or expand onto the live I did yesterday, which I asked between wealth and health, which is more important. And we have some good engagement on my personal page and also on my private messenger. We all have different perspectives. There's no right, there's no wrong. The whole idea was that I'm glad the live I shared yesterday ignite or even heighten your level of awareness. Perhaps that heightened level of awareness gave you more clarity of why you are doing things in a certain way. Okay, whether it's health, wealth, it doesn't matter. Which one is more important? It's okay, because I think one of the engagement I had on my personal page was it also depends on which stage of life you are in. But regardless, the intent was to give you a heightened level of awareness and give you clarity on what you're doing right now. So to expand on yesterday's topic on health and wealth, I'm going to touch on health. I remembered my mentor Bob Proctor. He taught me this word disease, not as in the definition of disease meaning illness, but if you to think about it, disease, if you split the word D-I-S-E-A-S-E, what it means that the body isn't at ease. Okay, so why do we fall sick? Or I could start with, why do we feel happy? Because we have some good thoughts entering our mind and that evokes emotions. And usually when you're feeling good, like I'm preparing to head out, I'm feeling really good, you're excited, you're more expressive. So whatever good thoughts is impressed into you, you want to express it out. And if it's happy thoughts, you express it with your action. You know, when kids are happy, they jump for joy, right? However, if the thoughts are not so happy, we tend to be less active, we're a bit more passive in our actions. However, the rule is that whatever is impressed has to be expressed. So even if it's a not so positive thought, whatever is impressed into you, it has to be expressed. But because we are not expressing it through our actions, now whatever is impressed evokes some feelings. The feelings are not so happy, and hence we are not taking action. So right now the negative feelings are impressed, and the only way it can be expressed is through a illness, which is represented by the word this is disease. Does it make sense? If we break the word D-I-S-E-A-S-E, so whenever we feel not at ease, when our body is not at ease, it's an expression of negative thought that evokes negative feelings and is being expressed as a form of disease in our body. Okay, so like I said, these sharings of me coming on live, I like to make it more meaningful, especially if you're watching me, spending some time with me. Whatever I'm digitally journaling right now is a journal for me, but I want to make your time worthwhile as well and appreciate you spending your time with me. So if you want to find out more about why your body is not at ease, certain symptoms represent certain things. Like I remember, if you have headache, and this is not from me, it's from Louise Hay, bless her soul. She has this book, Heal Your Body. Every illness represents something of a negative thought. For instance, I remember headache, it means that there are some criticism about yourself, so these are negative thoughts. Or if you have sore throat, it's because you have been suppressing what you want to communicate, and hence the sore throat. Some of the symptoms are quite logical if you think about it. Another interesting one is if you have backache. If it's a lower backache, it actually means you feel insecurity in your financial matters. So they are quite interesting. You wouldn't read through all of it. It's a list of all the different problems that you face. But sometimes when I'm not feeling the ping of health, I do flip in to check, is there certain negative thought that I've unknowingly accepted. I mean, most of the time we unknowingly accept a negative thought, right? We wouldn't intentionally accept a negative thought and make ourselves feel unhappy, right? So food for thought, no pun intended. Health or wealth, whichever is important, great for you. And with regards to health, I wanted to tap into the word. This is just as an expansion of the life that I shared yesterday. So if this live resonated with you, hit a like, or if you know of someone who could benefit from this sharing, feel free to tag a friend or share it on your timeline. And I hope to see you back tomorrow. Otherwise, have a great Friday ahead. Take care. Bye bye.